Yeah, I don't want to go to jail for anything. I'm much too, weak.
And you're pretty. You are listening to the Stand Up Dads podcast.
This is hecka boring.
Yeah, it is.
Let's try again. I have weird feelings of I don't want to be a jerk, but at the same time,
You're a
I need
jerk.
to make her do it,
Yeah.
But then when I don't be a jerk on the stuff I need her to do, then it comes out in the wrong time, and then I am an asshole, like kicking a bag, this stuff is all on the floor.
Maybe if you look at it as I am an asshole,
Yeah.
but it makes it come out.
This is not true.
This is Stand Up Dads. This is Rob and Mike.
I am an asshole, but I try not to be an asshole to my kid.
Exactly.
Then it comes out against people out and about.
That's pretty much, I think that actually fits for everybody on this fucking earth. It's like holiday season, which I'm not a fan.
Well, it's like trying to get her everywhere adds to it too, because for us, at least, we have two separate families to go to. So then you have to make sure it's equitable, who's getting her when, then...
Easier. So, anyway, for holiday stuff, I saw this story. We're going to be talking about allowance today, but this story is actually from last year, but I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. Substitute teacher told first graders that Santa is not real.
Oh.
So, yeah, this was in New Jersey last year.
God, that'd be the worst thing ever.
Yeah, Cedar Hill School in Montville, New Jersey. Yeah, she told the kids Santa's not real. Parents just buy presents and put them under the tree. One of the parents said she told them reindeer can't fly and elves are not real. An elf on the shelf is just a pretend doll that your parents move around.
Oh my God. She just went through a whole list. Wow.
She had an agenda, definitely.
Wow.
And hang on. She also said the tooth fairy is not real because mom or dad just sneak into your room in the middle of the night and put money under your pillow. Same goes for the Easter bunny. She told them magic does not exist and there's no such thing as magic anything. So she's clearly a very happy person.
Oh my God. Nothing.
Been fired.
Your pet did not go to the farm.
Yeah.
They put him down.
Yes. Meat is murder. I was just waiting for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously parents were very upset. And
Jesus.
the substitute had not been fired. And at the same time, she shouldn't be.
Why not? I would say.
I think that she should be disciplined and be like, look, you didn't say anything technically wrong.
I would want her fired. I would say that would be an unwritten thing of teaching a first grade class, is you're not supposed to go in and take it upon yourself to say. To me, it would be like coming in and also deciding, what religion you're going to tell them. Like, your religion is wrong, right? Whatever parents are doing with their kids, that's not up to you as a teacher to come in.
I personally have no problems with people.
Well, you won't care, but I mean, to me, that's the
now,
same
if they were
thing.
trying to push a religion on my kid, I'd be
Then
furious.
you'd be mad, but maybe they should just be disciplined, Robert.
They should.
No, fired.
That's not a fireable offense. If you think I'm wrong, email us, thestandupdads@gmail.com.
He's wrong. I don't know. I would say...
I would have been pissed, but at the same time, it's not like she was spreading falsehoods or anything like that, or,
How do you know magic doesn't exist?
Okay, you fucking
You
Harry Potter
don't
nerd.
know.
God damn it.
You don't know for sure.
It'll take the next few seconds so you can shove Harry Potter's cock directly in your throat. When you get full up on magic, we can start up again.
It's still bullshit that she would go and say that.
It's totally bullshit. I would have been pissed at her too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want her back. So what are you going to do? All right, let's go put her into, 6th grade so she can walk in and be like, okay, so let's talk about drugs and sex.
This is where babies come
I'm
from.
going to tell you the real stuff now. Yeah. So that people go,
Yeah, maybe that should be the thing, is like have her only substitute for older classes. But
I don't know. It depends what else she wants to come in with her. Before I start and give you my name, I'm going to tell you the real things you need to know at this particular age.
We are going to sacrifice a goat to Satan. Okay, that would be a fireable offense. But I don't know. I think it was fucked up, but I don't know if you should get fired over that. But Happy holidays.
Minimum's suspended.
Sure,
and
I'm
then
okay with that.
I don't know. Like that to me is because you're also doing it to such little kids.
Yeah,
That's the thing that I think is also just like you chose the wrong profession.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Well, she just had a bad day and just.
I don't know. I do meet a lot of teachers though that don't seem like they picked the right profession.
Oh yeah.
They hate children.
Yeah.
You know, they really, or they start to see them as like their nemesis.
Yeah.
You know, like like certain ones are purposely messing with them, or you know, it's somehow their fault. They're not getting what they're, you know, like that shit I hate.
I've seen that. And
yeah.
I can't go any further because it may affect my kid. But although his teacher that he has now is wonderful. So
that's good.
Mrs. Smith, you were great. I doubt you'll ever listen to this, but I really do appreciate that you're there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to go into our main topic, which is allowance. Did you get one?
You know what? I don't think it was very, like consistent, because I know I had chores to do, but I don't think it was really. I think there was like sometimes extra things might be tied to money.
Sure.
If if there was something I wanted.
So it wasn't like a set amount every week.
No, it wasn't a set amount. So that makes it hard for me to then figure out. I can't even get to the allowance part because I can't get the chores started. Like to me, the allowance needs to be tied to something, and then my house right now looks like I had a friend come over and go like, "Oh, you're moving," and I'm like, "No, I'm trying to organize it." Oh, and then it's such a mess that, and then today, like, Olivia comes back and I'm starting to move her stuff into containers just so I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I come in and she's like digging all the stuff out. You're getting rid of these. I'm like, no, get it back in there, And so I can't start with your chore is to clean your room if the room, I got to get it clean. Like we
you have to get a starting point.
We have to have a starting point, you know.
You don't have it, and neither do we. So I get that.
Yeah. Same with dishes or...
One of my favorite memes that I saw was my housekeeping style could be described as, and then it's in quotes, there appears to have been a struggle. It's a fucking crime scene.
Yes. Yes. And I don't even know if I need, like, I can't afford it anyway, but I don't even need, I used to think, oh, it would be so wonderful to be a housekeeper. To have one. Oh. No, to have one, not be one. I'd be the worst ever.
Yeah.
I'd be the one where you come and be like, it's so clean. And then you'd open your cabinet and go, yeah, son of a bitch. It's all in here. There's shit behind my pots.
Literally.
Yep. Instead, I need like an organization specialist. I need like someone from the container store that's like, or has, you know what I mean? Like, what is that called? What's that job?
My friend Trish does that.
Really? That's what I need.
She does a lot of things, but that's one of the things she does, and she's awesome at it.
Oh my God, I need to.
She lives in a little loft and has to make shit work, and it's always, I'm always amazed by how she makes things work.
I wonder if I could get her to help me. I wonder how much that would be, because that's what I need more. Dang it, it's going to be a lot. That's what it'll get me, but I need
what it all comes down to is getting rid of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we'll get into that Mary Kondo shit another time. So I've had a thing about the pros and cons about giving your kids an allowance.
Yeah.
Mainly it teaches them about money because, hopefully no kid's getting rich off of a fucking allowance. But,
yeah.
Okay, so they did a T. Rowe Price survey of 1,005 parents, and 68% said they give an allowance to their kid, and more than half said it was $10 or less a week per kid.
$10 a week is a lot, I think.
Well, I saw a couple things. They were saying like make it like $1 a day per year.
$1 a day?
So if they're 6, they get $6 a week. If they're 8, they get $8 a week.
$1 per year of age. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So yeah, if they're 10, they get $10. If they're.
Okay.
And did I say per day? $1.
Yeah, I got confused. I was like, "What?" So their baseline is $30,
no,
and then they get it
$1 per year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if they're 10, they get $10. And one of the things that stands out is make sure it's cash, because one thing I've noticed, and it's so easy and convenient. I mean, you can pay with your fucking phone nowadays. How many times have you gone through the store, paid with your card, and not even known what the total was?
Yeah.
Because you're like, it's on there.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, playing the check game and balance, which you can't even do anymore.
Yeah.
But just having cash and looking and seeing, I've only got $3 left.
Yeah.
It forces you, instead of like this magic number that's out there, like either it works or it doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to keep your balance up to date too with certain places that will
sit on it.
Well, like Fast Track, that thing for taking the bridge. Like I had to get reimbursed through my job, and
it takes
a week later, 2 of the tolls had come through.
Yeah.
And I'm calling them, and they're like, "It'll eventually come through."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what are you doing? It's like a week, like I probably have to go look at another week and see if another one pops up. Like, how is this working?
Yeah, Fast Track is that thing, that little candy bar size thing that lets you go across the bridge without having to stop at the toll.
So certain bridges, like the Golden Gate Bridge, will not let you. Like it's no cash.
Yeah.
So you either they take a picture of your license plate and they send you a bill, or you need a Fast Track to pass it. So I have it for when I go to San Francisco, but it's ridiculous.
I know.
Like, how is it even possible that it's rolling in weeks later? Like,
there's no priority. Anyway.
Yeah.
If that was all done by cash, you'd know exactly what you were spending on.
Well, maybe that's why it's $8 every time they go over, because they never actually get the money from people.
Oh, shit.
So they're like, "Oh, we don't got enough to fix the bridge. If only we build on time." You got a goddamn electronic thing that's zapping your thing to get your money, and these assholes can't be bothered to take the money.
Well, I think it was Dan Cummins did a bit on going across the Golden Gate.
Oh.
And they said he went across, and it's like $6 to go across the Golden Gate.
I think it's like $8 or something.
Well, at the time.
Yeah.
So he gets there, and he's like, "Hey, I've got $4, and it's not going to work." And he's not from here, so he doesn't have Fast Track.
Yeah.
He's like, "Can you just bill me, whatever?" And then he gave him a ticket for like $50 or something like that for not having an appropriate amount of I can't remember the wording he used, but appropriate payment. And he's like, "It's 2005 or whatever at the time."
Yeah.
And I have a credit card, and you won't accept that. It's like, who the fuck has change or So I don't know. And he just went off on, and he's right. But I think that's why they went to that stupid system, because.
Well, to me, it's not stupid if I just don't understand. To me, I don't get where the breakdown could be happening. If you have an electronic system that's hooked to your credit card, how is it just not posting?
There's no pressure for that to go quickly. No, seriously. I mean, not many people are like, "Oh, I need this to go through now." It's like, dude, you just cross the bridge. Get over it.
Yeah. And then you cross that bridge, and it's like, I don't know. To me, the bridge itself is cool if you ever can stop and walk across it.
Yeah.
But driving across it is pretty stressful, because it's like 4 lanes, and it goes to 2 lanes, and it's like a little lanes, because it's still like, I don't know when it was actually built, but it's little lanes, and people are freaking hauling on it. Like,
you're a vagina.
Yeah.
I used to.
Well, that's because you drive those monster. You're the ones in the monster trucks that are just like, ooh, doo, doo.
No, I used to drive box trucks in San Francisco, man. So that to me is like, whatever. That was a
because you
nightmare.
don't care. You're gonna run over a Prius like me and be like, "What was that? I don't know."
Actually, that actually happened in my truck. I took a turn too quickly, and it felt like a little bump. And then I was like, "Oh shit, what's wrong?" And I was like, "Oh man, it's just not working right." And it turned out I had a flat tire, and not only did I have a flat tire, I had the front bumper of a Honda attached to it.
See, you're the reason I'm stressing you out. Oh, you're a vagina. It's why? Because you're trying to kill people.
No, well, it was parked. So I was like, wait, and it had a car alarm. So I'm like, okay, the person's going to come out. So I took the bumper and I was waiting, and the person never came out. I'm like, shit. Okay, so I go to make a note to put on the door, and I was like, if someone was watching, they would just watch to see if I put a note and be happy if I did.
Yeah.
Like, I could write whatever I wanted in there. I could put the Star Spangled Banner on there.
That's true. Yeah.
But I actually put my contact info, and the person called me up. I was expecting to get yelled at.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole. She's like, "I am so grateful that you left your number. Thank you so much." And I was like, "You actually thanked me for fucking up your car?" She's like, "You don't know how many times people have fucked up my car and just left."
Yeah.
So anyway, I felt like a good person, even though, it sucked. I tore the shit out of my tire, though. And it's scary, though, how I could rip off the front end of a car and not even notice.
Yeah.
So that scares me about the Tesla, the new truck. That's like all stainless steel.
What? I haven't seen that.
Oh,
wow.
It looks like something like my kid would draw at 6.
Wow.
Totally just angular. It's kind of like a DeLorean if it was on steroids.
Wow.
And it's great for what it is, but it's stainless steel, which doesn't give, which means it doesn't have the crumple zones, which means it's going to kill other people.
Oh, wow.
which I'm not happy about. But
Yeah.
back to the allowance.
So it's going to keep you safe, but
It'll keep you safe.
destroy
But everyone
everybody
else is going to be like the cars from the 50s.
Wow.
But tanks.
Until someone sues them and they have to stop
And they
making
won't.
it.
Giving an allowance communicates the value of money. So again, like we were talking about, they can see it. They know, what they have and what they don't. Teaches them how to make money decisions.
Yeah.
Trade-offs. We've talked about this in the past, like
Yeah.
with Oli. Like, well, you've got $40. Do you want to buy this one? Do you want to buy dinner? Or, do you want to buy this candy?
Yeah. That's helped on trips.
Yeah.
Is to make sure, like, this is what you have for everything you're going to do.
And then...
Although I'll break down sometimes at the end, like, on the last trip, she was like, I forgot to get something for Mama. So then I'm like, oh, I'll get that for you. And that way she at least...
So your kid doesn't learn any fucking lessons.
She knows at the end she could...
Fuck your mother.
If it's like X amount, yeah. If it had been something like, oh, I forgot the robe at $120 or something, like, no.
We got you an eraser.
Yeah. But it's like, all right, we can get something $10 or...
Yeah.
Because none of that stuff's returnable at those parks, once
No.
you get it,
And then, let's see, your child will make mistakes. So they realize, oh, I spent all that money on pizza, or I gave money to my friend and now I don't have it. My friend's not giving it back.
Yeah. Now, I would have let her, if it was something like where she, just wanted something else or was like sad she didn't do it for something else like that, I would leave that alone. Because she does run into that too, where she's like, oh, I should have got a chocolate frog. Well, too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it teaches them to budget. The cons are like, one, if you can't really afford it, because a lot of us are paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Don't fucking be making an allowance for your kid, or don't go crazy with it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is just another thing to keep an eye on, which if you're not prepared to do that, then it's going to be a problem because, the whole thing, everything with kids is consistency.
Which is something that is like, it's the worst because it's like, I feel like or at least in my case, I'm learning stuff as it's like, oh, damage is already done or whatever.
Yeah.
Because even with that, the first time we went and she had her budget, it was like, you have this money. It's up to you what you're going to spend it on. But, that's all there is. And then there were certain things she wanted to buy. And I'd be like, you want to buy that? And she'd be like, you said it wasn't. I'm like,
that's true. That's totally true.
And she'd get all furious. Like, but you said it was my choice. I'm like, yeah, but come on. That's like...
It's like if I let my kid pick the movie or something. It's like, oh, fuck.
There's a couple of things that I was like, I know I'm like, this is probably not right to do this, but still, this is terrible. Like, this is a...
Or if I let my wife pick the music for the road.
You're like, oh.
So there's different types of allowance. There's a chore-based, which when we did our chore episode, they said do not link it to your, chores to your allowance. There's the pure allowance, which is just here's the money you get and you do chores because you're part of the family.
Yeah.
And then they have what they call like a hybrid where they do chores because they're part of the family. They get a set amount, but then there's stuff that's above and beyond that you can pay them extra for.
Now, the allowance, is it all right to do the whole time thing tied instead of money? Your allowance is your time on your electronic stuff or like play time?
It sounds like that's an extra thing. I think that would be more like the hybrid thing where...
So allowance always has to be money. It can't be something like that?
I mean, if you want them to learn how to handle money, yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be a separate thing. So you're going to be juggling a lot of fucking systems in your head, which sucks. So just some rules like, again, the amount... $1 for each year of life. Be consistent. So if you say you get paid on Monday, they get it on Monday.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I don't know if it's so much for little kids, but if you give it to them on Monday, are they going to spend it more wisely than if you give it to them on Friday and they waste it on the weekend?
I don't know. I think it's always going to be up to the kid, because I think Oli now can be swayed into saving because she saved for that one trip. But before that, it would always be like, no. Well, the second I hit $15, I want to buy an LOL,
Sure.
That's what I want to do. But I think it's...
And she may look back at that. Fuck, did I waste all this money on that?
Yeah.
But
that's going to be a set when it finally gets to, like, I don't want more.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's... now I'm all depressed.
I know, man. Now I'm all sad.
Establish boundaries. Let them know what they're expected to buy with their own money and what they're not. Like you're not going to make them buy groceries.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Cash is king. Always do it in paper money because that's how they're going to understand it. And allowance should be positive. Don't use it as a punishment. This one's tough because it seems like an easy, low-hanging fruit to be like, hey, if you don't do this, you're not going to get your allowance.
Oh, you can't. So what? They get it no matter what? They don't get it negated?
Well, this is where your time thing comes in. So plenty of other ways to punish your child. See, I don't like the word punish, but take away privileges, electronics, and toys.
Oh. So you could say you're getting your money, but you can't this.
No, not even that. That's still fucking with... I don't know. Because when I was growing up, I never got a fucking allowance, but I was also working at 14.
Yeah, see, I started too. Oh, did I went? I know I was... Yeah, so then, I didn't need it. Once we started... It was like in between 8th grade and freshman year, I started working.
Yeah.
So it was, just had to do the kind of under the table.
Sure.
Like my mom knew my friend that owned the comic shop.
Sure.
Then it was okay for me to work there.
And yeah, before 8th grade, I mean, what are you spending your money on? I mean, it was like...
Comic books,
candy and, just stupid shit. So it wasn't like, once you're in high school, you're trying to, I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't have a girlfriend, so I wonder where all that money went, really. I bought a lot of comic books, and then if I had them still, I'd be sitting pretty with the ones I had back then. I bought some...
I've yet to meet anyone that got rich off of comic books. I've met a lot of people that said, if I still had this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I remember. And then also I had work study at school where I worked off my tuition.
Yeah.
So they would give me $10 an hour for working at the school. There were different jobs, which some were cool, some were not. I lucked out. I got to work for the athletic department.
Oh, that's cool.
And I remember other people like had to fucking empty trash cans and clap erasers and shit, which was just sucked.
Yeah.
But like my dad, when it came to me buying a car, pretty much what I would use is like birthday money because I had aunts and uncles. Yeah. Which at the time I thought this is stupid, but I actually appreciate now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said, whatever you come up with, I'll match it for a car.
Wow.
So I was able to save $2,000 and $4,000 car.
Nice.
Beat the shit out of it. But
that's what I'm trying to think now for Christmas, and I had talked with you about this, like what to tell people to give Olivia, because I already started to tell her that there's no room in your room for more toys.
Yeah.
Like your toys from your birthday in October are still in the living room and unopened. So we either got to tell people just to give her money or to give like...
That's an awkward talk, though.
Which sucks. Yeah, I don't know what to say, like no toys, like, because everyone wants to give a toy, but then it just gets... Like,
I just want to give her something she'll use. I don't give a fuck if it's a toy or not.
So,
I don't know.
Shovel.
But we're not going to
I don't even have a house. I'd
say
a shovel if I had a house.
Yeah, great. Here's a new kitty litter sifter. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. You get to take care of your cat more. Yeah.
So then we're talking about teach kid to apportion funds, which teach them save this, teach them to save some and spend some.
Yeah.
Kind of like we have to do to have something.
See, there's where my consistency does not stick. Because I did have that before in there. I had a save, a spend, and a give. Mm-hmm. And the give one was to save for, like, you're going to your friend's birthday. You're going to buy them whatever you're going to give them, Yeah. And then, but the consistent, that's where I make.
Yeah, but they also talk about maybe encouraging your kid to save a percentage to go to charity, which
that's good
too.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Fuck. Most kids nowadays, fuck them. But it's,
well, she had me stop after we were leaving San Francisco. There was a woman with her dog, that was asking for like, blankets or food or whatnot. Oli asked me to give her some, and she was just so. It was one of those things that made me feel bad because you're so used to the people on the street in San Francisco that I was just ignoring. And she's like, "Daddy, let's help them," And
well, you'll appreciate this. We had Carolyn the comic on Gag on this.
Yeah,
and she was talking about she saw I can't remember the name of the comedian, but it was talking about the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Which you'll appreciate because you're a geek.
Yeah. Yes, I know exactly about that.
But I guess he said, like, everyone has invisibility cloaks. What? And it's like, everyone that's holding a sign on the street, they're invisible. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's right. And it's just kind of...
Yeah.
Let's see. They say make sure you allow your kid to spend so they actually have the chance to make stupid decisions.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna make... You're like, you wasted it on that, and you're pissed because it ultimately came out of your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's where I get pissed off. It's like, fuck, are you kidding me? This is getting boring, so I'm going to move on. Mistakes that, fuck you guys. Kids get an average allowance of $30 per week. Fuck that. Where was this?
What average is that
I
from?
don't
That
know.
cannot be right.
That is from
An average of the 1% of America.
MarketWatch.com. So
Yeah.
maybe with those fucking stockbroker guys.
$30.
Yeah, a week. Maybe
Yeah.
a month.
No.
But anyway, mistake number 1, you're obsessed with how much you're giving the kids. The amount doesn't matter so much as how much they figure out how to manage it, which makes sense. You start giving it too late. They say you should start giving it to them as early as 5 or 6 because they actually learn. Ooh, mistake number 3, you give an allowance to your son differently than you do for your daughter.
Oh.
That's kind of fucked up. They should be treated the same, obviously.
Well, the daughter's going to manage it better, so you give her more.
Yeah, oh, shit.
The son's going to lose it, or it's going to be pasted onto some
at the
a
titty
toy.
bar.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck?
Mistake number 4, you give money with no strings attached. You want to encourage them to save a bit for bigger purchases, like your
That's
kid
what you
does.
mean. Okay, yeah.
And mistake number 5, you tie all the money to chores. So they're saying don't do that.
Okay.
So, anyway, enough of that bullshit.
I still don't quite understand that because I kind of feel like isn't that a way of teaching them work, like earning? It's just that the chores need to be part of the family.
It needs to be part of the family. They have to understand you do things even though you don't get paid.
Okay, yeah.
Because I've seen kids where the mentality is, well, what am I getting? What's in it for me?
Yeah.
You don't have to, you don't have an obstacle course walking out of your bedroom to the bathroom every day.
Yeah.
That's what's in it for you. And it keeps the smell down. Clean your fucking room. I'm not paying you for that.
But having them go clean the car, wash the car that you would have paid to go
that
do
could be one of the above and,
that could
and
be
beyond.
something to be like, yeah, you're going to detail the car, then you can get the money I would have spent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or not quite,
all that
exactly, because that's fucking
No,
expensive.
I don't pay to detail it.
Yeah, it's
she would end up detailing it, and then you'd be like, you get the $5 that would have been at the
that would have been my tip for
add-on.
that.
Well, the add-on at the gas station.
Yeah. So anyway, normally we'd go to the bad dad, but this time I have an awesome dad.
Oh,
This guy.
I don't like him already.
No, you'll like it. Dad punishes teen daughter by taking over her social media for 2 weeks.
Nice.
His posts received more likes than hers.
Oh, so he was posting, not just like
Yeah.
seeing what was coming in. Yeah.
So here, when Tanya Ford and Larry Sumter found out that their 15-year-old daughter, Madeline, had helped sneak boys into a sleepover party, they came up with 2 forms of punishment, and they let her choose. Either a month without a phone or 2 weeks without a phone, but the parents get complete control over social media. So she picked 2 weeks, thinking, okay.
Yeah.
She probably thought she was getting over.
Yeah.
So they posted the first one. She's sitting there on her bed looking all sad and embarrassed.
Oh.
She had a choice.
It
Now,
wrote on there. What did they write? What was their
This is Maddie. Maddie got herself grounded. She had a choice of no phone for a month or no phone for 2 weeks, and we have full control of her social media. She chose 2 weeks, so be on the lookout for some amazing Instagram posts, Snapchats, and TikToks from her parents.
Nice.
So on November 11th, he got creative on the TikTok. He put on like this super tight shirt and a wig.
And it's him.
And he just says, like, can we save the mother freaking turtles already? And he just looks, it's just hilarious. This is this bearded guy with like this shitty wig. I'm assuming it's a shitty wig.
It's posted as her.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And yeah, it's all under her name. He took a picture of himself. He looks like the singer from Men at Work. And it just says, felt cute, might delete later.
Felt cute.
So,
And she's like, no, it's on my...
so they were just looking for ways to embarrass the kid. And then he posted one where he's looking thoughtful. I wonder what Maddie is doing without her phone. And they're getting like hundreds of likes where she was not getting hundreds of likes.
That's awesome.
Here he is where they, I'll post this on the links, on the show notes. May do a photo shoot later, may not. I don't know. He's got his work hat on, like a hard hat. Now he's dressed as Daniel Boone. Flashback Friday to my days of a mountain man. Yeah, these are great pictures. Definitely, I don't know, a lot of people probably don't look at the show notes, but this is one of those where definitely do it. The dad, again, with another shitty wig and a Captain and Tennille hat, just chilling on this fine Sunday afternoon. Haters gonna hate. And and he's like standing next to a flamingo.
Haters are gonna hate.
And that one had like 700 likes. And then she finally got her phone back and posted, "I'm back, sweeter than ever and ready to make good choices." Or she posted a picture from when she's like 2.
Aww.
So I think she learned her lesson because,
yeah,
I don't know, love it the fact that you use their own technology against them.
That's good. I like that. Yeah.
Good job. Larry Sumter, you're fucking awesome dad of the week.
Yes.
Too depressing on the last bad dad, so we're going to avoid that bullshit.
I know.
Next time we'll have a nice downer for you.
We already did.
I know. We'll
that our kids are growing up, and she's not going to...
It beats the alternative.
What, did they say little forever?
You just don't grow up because...
Oh, come on. What an asshole. That made it so much worse. Now I'm even more sad.
The alternative to old age is shitty.
Damn it.
If you think I'm an asshole, email us, thestandupdads@gmail.com. We want to hear from international dads. I want to hear how you guys do Christmas and stuff. If you want artwork.
I'm not drawing anything. Nah, I'm sad. Go to pencilforhire.com. That's pencil, F-O-R, hire.com, or pencil for hire on Instagram.
Yep, and check out your stuff. And if you want to waste some time because there's too much shit going on, that's a good site to get lost down a rabbit hole on. Get my side project, Gag on This Podcast. We record every Wednesday at 5:30 at Blacktop Comedy Club. We interview local comics, have a great time doing it. We just interviewed Lance Woods, who was really
I would have loved to go to
guy.
that one. I had Olivia, or else I would have went to that one.
You could have.
He's funny.
Yeah.
What? Let her go
no,
to
that? That would have been a bad one.
No way, yeah. Even Nick would be like, what? Like,
yeah, why are you bringing your kid here?
don't listen. With the headphones on, she would have totally been like turning the volume down to be like, and then afterwards she would have been so many more questions anyway.
Yeah, there was it was a little graphic here and there, but
why would someone want a bag of dicks, Daddy?
Speaking of bag of dicks, Gag on This Podcast, Nick got a sponsor. It is Bag of Dicks. So you can look up Gag on This Podcast on Facebook or Twitter, reach out to Nick, and you'll be entered. And you could win a bag of dicks. Or if you just want to buy some to send to somebody, use the code GAGONPODCAST. You'll get 20% off. And just let them know Gag on This sent you over there. Yeah, you can send the regular bag of dicks, a musical bag of dicks, a black bag of dicks, or the evil musical bag of dicks.
I love how it sounds like freaking Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Bag of dicks.
Got
musical bag of dicks.
shrimp.
Yeah.
You got colorful
shrimp,
colorful Bubba Dicks.
Colorful bag of dicks, musical bag of dicks, mean bag.
Little bag of dicks, big bag of dicks, bag of dicks cup, bag of dicks cozy, bag of dicks.
Oh, do they really have a cozy?
Yeah.
For your dick?
No.
Oh.
Well, I guess you could. But anyway, go to Gag on This on, find Gag on This, or go to bagadicks.com and order yourself or send someone a bag of dicks. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Talk to you next week.
Bye.
The thing I want to say is thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.